So if you're doing math methods, this is a very common problem that I see in almost all students. And that's that they might be able to do simple tests or they're able to do all the questions in the textbook, but for some reason these questions on those SACs, those application SACs, you just can't do it. It's just in the moment you get stressed out, you run out of time, and you just feel like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I do this? Why can I do all these questions normally, but I'm unable to do these application questions? And it's all very, very simple. I'm Harbo, the founder of HZ Tutoring, and I've talked to hundreds of methods students, and this is the most common problem by far. And the big issue here is that you are not practicing these application questions. It might seem weird. You might say, I did every question on the textbook. How could I possibly have not done any application questions? But that's simply the truth. Application questions are significantly different from the questions that you get in the textbook or that you get in those regular tests. So to practice for this, it's the same as practicing for anything else, and that is to actually do these types of questions. So where can you find them? I've got some on my website, but you should also look at the VCAR website, check out any other third-party material that you can find, or just straight up ask your teacher. Sometimes they have old SACs that they're willing to give, or just examples of these application-style questions. Because these take a significantly different skill. They're significantly more problem solving, which means you need to train your brain to think outside of the box. Not just this equation, this equation, this equation. You need to be able to figure out reading worded questions, figuring out, wow, what equation you actually have to use, and then being able to apply it under time conditions. So if you struggle with time, practice time. If you struggle with figuring out the steps to do a problem, do that. Do more questions. And if you're struggling or if you constantly make silly mistakes, try to stop them. Focus on where those silly mistakes are and purposely go out and stop them. For example, if you constantly forget the symbols or the signs at the end of an answer, then every single time you do a question, make sure you check the sign. Or start to punish yourself when you make this mistake. Don't just brush it off as I forgot the sign. Tell yourself, why did I do this? Was it because I was rushing? Was it because I was too happy at the end? Or was it because I was struggling so much with the question I didn't even think the answer would be right, so I couldn't even be bothered writing a sign? Sometimes there's small reasons for these big mistakes.